SATS, one of the most popular manifestation techniques out there. How do you do it? Well, you guys have probably already heard you simply fall asleep in the state. And because your ego is quiet, because you're in a more drowsy state of mind, you can attack the subconscious stronger. But what if I told you that all that sucks? What if I told you that there's a new SATS technique that you should be doing? State akin to shit. When you think about a specific person, for example, that you are trying to manifest, don't think about when you get the text message that it's going to be this exciting thing where your heart's racing. Think about how it would feel if this is already the millionth time that they're texting you and you've already had enough. State akin to shit. What would it feel like if being with them was shitty? What would it be like if it felt like shit to be chased by them? Because I'm going to let you in on a little secret. You ready? When you go to your end, the end where they are with you and they're going to stay, the only way somebody's really going to stay with you is if they want to be with you. And I'm not saying that you can't manifest a version of them where they're just constantly chasing you, but they're healthy and they still have boundaries. But I believe that you guys have been pushed away for too long, that you guys want somebody who can, not get enough of you. Well, if you want that version of them, guess what? There's going to come a day when you're not going to want to be around them. So just like the self-pedestalizations that I teach, like my top 20 affirmation list that everybody has been asking for, by the way, just send a comment down below and I'll send those to you. But just like how powerful those can be, why are they powerful? Because they invoke an emotion. State akin to shit evokes an emotion. You know what emotion it invokes? It invokes two. It invokes the emotion where you're like, holy shit, this is something different. Kind of like how my affirmations make you feel something different because, I say that they have a life-size poster of you on their wall that they pray and bow down to every single night. Well, when you turn the tables and you're like, okay, they're chasing me, but I want them to shut the fuck up. She is always blowing me, but it's like my dick needs a break, right? Believe it or not, I've been there. Okay, there are some women who they want to knock your socks off, but you're like, holy shit, I need my socks back. Okay. But in all seriousness, guys, just think for a second. What would it feel like if you kind of were getting bored of them, right? It's shitty because, it's them again. Yes, I'm even talking about the hot girl at the gym. What would it be like if you're like, oh my God? Because I'm going to tell you another little secret. Every single attractive woman that I've been with, and I've been with a lot, okay? They all have turned out to be a little bit uglier after the first 3 months. How dare you, Neil Arthos? I used to think, holy shit, was I like, did I need bifocals? Am I going to need contacts? Did I look at them correctly? No. It's simply that they shift states when they start chasing you because they are no longer the person who is adored and wanted. They are now the person who has you. And once you have them, they feel the excitement go away from your desires. They can feel when you no longer thirst for them like you did in the honeymoon phase. So what happens? They look uglier because their physical appearance reflects the state of, oh wow, he no longer sees me as his God anymore. If anything, he's going to start looking at Sarah, who has the big tits, but I only got the big ass, right? And before you guys are like, you talk so dirty, Neil Arthos. This is just real world shit, okay? But if you want me to be more of what the ladies say, the guy will look uglier once he starts chasing you, right? And I experienced this with women, right? But it's not that they got ugly, right? they went away, and then I started looking at them as beautiful again. This is why I even say physical appearance change is not about actual physicality. It's about the internal. But without me jumping topics, guys, what would it be like for you to borderline hate them? As a matter of fact, just the same way that we go to the extreme levels with my affirmations, I want you to go to the extreme levels with this. Just get a taste of what would it be like to just have a shitty feeling whenever they text you, whenever they want to see you. Shit, go to the marriage. How many people do we hear that it was love at first sight and now they want them out of their damn sight? The divorce rate is 50%, and that doesn't include the people who are still married just for the kids. And the other 10% that were eloped, and forced to marry by their highly religious parents. And then the other 5% that are cheating on it. It's like the list goes on and on, guys. In other words, most people are not extremely happy in their marriage as they expected, okay? And someone could be watching this video and say, so what's the point of me manifesting a shitty version of them? Look, I'm not going to be one of those coaches who tells you, if you want to manifest Harry Potter's wand, if you want to manifest Charizard from Pokemon to come out of your butthole, well, okay, then click off, unsubscribe, go find somebody else who's going to charge you $3,000 a session. But I'm telling you the facts is that reality is, you're eventually going to get tired of them. And that's okay. Because guess what? When you are in the state where you're kind of getting tired of them, you still got that beauty. You still got that handsome face. You still got that whatever it is that attracted you to them in the first place. Okay? And there's going to come a day where, maybe they give you a little space and then you want them again, right? But by the time you get them, because you were focusing on what would it be like if they were the chaser and not the other way around, because you focus on you being on the pedestal, because the only way that you would see a hot woman like that, a very handsome 10 out of 10 alpha male like that, annoying you and making you feel like shit would be if it happens to you normally. Because you're missing the big part here. When you go to this state aching to shit, this is not a game. It will feel like neutrality, like nothing when they are blowing up your phone. Why? Because it's normal. If you are manifesting your wedding and it's this exciting, crazy thing, of course you can, enjoy your wedding. But if it's this thing where you're like, I can't believe this has happened to me. What did I do to deserve this? What did I do to deserve this? You are God. Are you fucking kidding me? It's about fucking time should be your conscious mindset in that imaginal act. It's about fucking time, because gods get what the fuck they want. So again, whenever you do an imaginal act or even an affirmation and you think, oh man, how awesome and amazing would it be for them to text me? That's the reason why they're ghosting you. Because remember, imaginal acts are implications. And if you imagine an imaginal act where you're saying, what would it be like for them to text me? I bet it would be so exciting. Your reality basically takes that as the same thing of you doing robotic affirmations of, I never get texted, I always get ghosted, I'm the ugliest sack of shit in the universe. Because your imaginal acts are implications. When I say to think of a shitty feeling whenever you get a text message from them, I don't tell you this because it's actually going to manifest that you're going to have a shitty relationship with them. I am bringing you to the universe where it is normal for you to get text messages like that. Because like I said, just the same way that if we imagine an argument with our boss, but they're wearing a blue shirt in the imaginal act, but then we end up manifesting that argument to come true the next day, but he's wearing a green shirt, you're like, oh, well, fuck. No, in the other imaginal act, it was blue. But your reality still got the implication. And that's the same way if you do this state aching to shit technique. When you say, oh my gosh, dude, she's blowing up my phone again, dude, fuck her. You are not going to actually manifest a moment where you're upset and you literally say, fuck her. You are just simply manifesting the normal alter ego version of you where you are an alpha, where you are a goddess, where this shit is normal. Does that kind of make sense? This is just a technique that I came up with, an approach to Imaginal X that I've really been harnessing, but I mean, you know me, I'm going to make like 50 more of these, okay? Hopefully in better lighting. But if you guys have any questions about techniques, affirmations, you know, if you want daily affirmations, just buy my package. A lot of people are fucking blowing that shit up. Or if you just want manifestation help, book a call with me. I would love to work with you.